Great story this evening. It's not as big a shock as it might be in a normal week.
Todd Boehly's intensive effort to sell Chelsea FC to Sheikh Jassim, a strategic exit in recent weeks. Whispers surrounding Chelsea Football Club have taken a more serious turn. Multiple sources now suggest that Todd Boehly, the American billionaire and chairman of Chelsea FC's ownership consortium, is making an intensive push to sell the club, with none other than Sheikh Jassim bin Hamad Al Thani emerging as the front-runner. Just 2 years after completing a high-profile takeover from Roman Abramovich in 2022, Boehly appears to be re-evaluating his long-term position at Stamford Bridge. Despite an initial period marked by heavy investment with over £1 billion spent on player acquisitions, Chelsea have underperformed both domestically and in Europe, raising questions about the sustainability and direction of the club under Boehly's stewardship. According to insiders, Boehly has been in confidential talks with several potential buyers. However, Sheikh Jassim, the Qatari banker and former Manchester United bidder, is reportedly at the center of advanced discussions. Sheikh Jassim's renewed ambition. Sheikh Jassim made headlines last year with his failed bid to purchase Manchester United, pledging a full cash offer that included promises to clear all debt and invest heavily in infrastructure and the squad. Now, with Old Trafford off the table, it seems his attention has turned to West London. Sources close to Jassim's camp suggest he views Chelsea as a ready-made global brand that fits his vision for football ownership, elite status, Champions League potential, and a foothold in the lucrative Premier League market. His team is reportedly conducting detailed due diligence on Chelsea's finances, academy structure, and sponsorship deals. Why would Boehly sell? The reasons for Boehly's shift in strategy appear to be multifaceted. Underwhelming results. Despite large-scale spending, Chelsea have failed to secure Champions League football in back-to-back seasons. The pressure from fans and media has grown, and confidence in the club's long-term project has waned. Financial sustainability. The Premier League's profit and sustainability rules have tightened scrutiny on clubs with large transfer spending. Chelsea's bloated wage bill and lack of significant revenue growth may have spurred concern about future compliance. Investor fatigue. Some insiders point to tension within the Clearlake Capital Consortium, which jointly owns the club with Boehly. Reports suggest disagreements on strategy, player recruitment, and managerial appointments have created fractures behind the scenes. Exit strategy. Selling to Sheikh Jassim now could allow Boehly to exit while minimizing losses and possibly even profiting from the club's high valuation in the current market. What this means for Chelsea. If a deal is completed, Sheikh Jassim would bring with him financial muscle, political influence, and a vision to re-establish Chelsea as a European powerhouse. However, such a takeover would also raise questions about sports washing, geopolitical interests in football, and the ethics of foreign state-linked ownership, echoing concerns seen during the Newcastle United and PSG takeovers. For fans, the key concern will be whether a new owner can bring long-term stability, competitive success, and a coherent vision, something that has been lacking since the Boehly era began. While nothing is confirmed, the intensity of negotiations and growing chatter among credible sources suggest this story is developing rapidly. Todd Boehly's short tenure at Chelsea may well be remembered as a bold but ultimately unsustainable experiment, one that could soon give way to a new chapter under Sheikh Jassim's ownership. If the deal does go through, it would mark one of the most significant power shifts in English football in recent memory.